Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World review. Today we're taking a look at the Epic Evolution Strike Attack Guaibasaurus. Now Mattel's getting a little out of hand with these obscure dinosaur species. I never heard of this species my entire life. The plus side to these are I do a little bit of research before I do these reviews. And usually end up learning something new about these really obscure species. So yeah, they're definitely probably have a big hat in the office with all these random, obscure dinosaur names. And just reach in, and this is where we're making next to keep our lines nice and fresh. But anyways, I end up ordering this figure off of Amazon. I'll leave the link down below in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. So let's go over the package really quick before we crack this figure open. You got the Epic Evolution logo down here. You got the biome symbol similar to the Dino Trackers. This one looks like it's from a swamp biome. And then spinning it around, we get a picture of how its strike attack action works. And then down here are the other figures in the wave, the previously reviewed Dinosaur and Caprosuchus. I am not picking up that raptor. I just really sick of all the raptor repaints. Thank God they seem to be far and few between lately. They're kind of really heavy earlier on when Mattel cut the line, but they seem to be getting away from that, and that is a-okay by me. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. And here is the Guaibasaurus the packaging. So this is a really odd and bizarre dinosaur species. It is from the late Triassic of Brazil. Its classification is kind of up in the air. Most paleontologists think it's some type of sauropodomorph. Think of something like Musaurus or Plateosaurus. And there's some that think it was a primitive theropod. Now, the issue with that is, the neck and skull of this animal was not found, Triassic dinosaurs. They'll just, find their way in the evolutionary trees. So there's some species that share traits of both. So yeah, really interesting that they did this animal. I like the color scheme on it. It's kind of has sparse paint apps. I've been praising the last two figures, the Caprosuchus and Dinosaur, for having really nice paint apps. This one is definitely the least paint out of them, but I actually like it. I like that black head with that bright green body with that nice white stripe running over the shoulder. I think it gives it a really nice dynamic look. Wish there was a little bit more black markings on the tail. It makes the figure look half finished, but they've been doing pretty well with some of the other figures of Epic Evolution, so I'll give this one a little bit of a pass. So yeah, definitely digging the color scheme on here. Now, for some measurements, this figure is 7 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or 17.8 centimeters, and about 3 inches tall to the top of the head, or just over 10 centimeters. So there's two size estimates for Guaibasaurus. The first is 6.6 feet long, or 2 meters, so I'll put this figure in the 111 scale range, and the other is 10 feet, or 3 meters, and I'll put that in the 117 scale range. Now let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure. Obviously, Mattel has gone for the theropod theory of Guaibasaurus. I really wish they went the sauropodomorph route. I just love sauropods. I just love to see more of them in the Jurassic line. Has a decent amount, but we can always use more. The line is very theropod heavy, but still a really unique species for them to tackle. So let's take a look at this guy right here. The eye is painted yellow with a black slit. People whole head is cast in black plastic. Actually kind of like the black on here. Just gives the figure like a really mean look. The lower jaw is cast in white plastic. You have all these giant goofy oversized teeth painted in white. The teeth on the lower jaw aren't painted. That's because it's cast in white. So hey, I can't blame them for saving paint that way. Inside the mouth you have a nice glossy plastic tongue. No paint apps for the roof of the mouth. You have some spikes, double row of spikes coming out of the back of the neck. Nice fine scale detail all over the figure. They have this really nice dynamic white stripe that starts at the base of the neck that goes over the shoulders, highlighted in black. That is a really cool touch. I like how that looks. And while we're on the back right here, let's go. Hey, you can't activate that action feature just yet. Of course, I just cut my nails today. So tough time grabbing that DNA scan code for those who want to scan it into the Fax app. And then going down to the front arms, you can see the claws are not painted in. Same thing for the toes. It's pretty typical of most of the mainline figures. And then going down to the hind legs, we got some nice black paint on the legs. That is very, very nicely done. And then there's more of that green plastic the rest of the body with some of this black markings were on the tail to make the figure look a little bit more complete, but all around a very nicely done figure. So let's just do articulation really quick. The arms are on a hinge. They can swing out, move forwards and backwards. Hind legs can move backwards and forwards on a really clicky ratchet because it is tied to the action feature. Completely pointless rotating tail. And for the action feature, just like the other ones, it's pretty clever. There's no button to activate it. All you have to do is push down, and it's activated by the hips. You get this nice chomping action. You can even hold it in your hand and do that. So yeah, really like this new action feature. No, obtrusive buttons sticking out. Nothing as horrible as the slide feature on the Camp Cretaceous Roarivores. I'm still get sick every time I look at that Tyrannosaurus. So yeah, really liking this new action feature. Come on, guy, don't flip over like that on camera. People are watching. And now for comparisons, here it is with the Hammond Collection Robert Muldoon. And let's do a couple of his wave mates. Here it is with the awesome Caprosuchus, and here it is with the Tojangasaurus. I absolutely love these two figures. You know what? I do like this one, but these two are definitely the better of the lot. Let's just do a few early non-dinosaurs. Here it is with Dimetrodon as a custom from the amazing Ted Brothers over at the Jurassic compound. And then we have the Lystrosaurus, which is an amazing little figure, and the Scutosaurus. And you know what? It's nice to get Triassic dinosaurs. They're pretty rare, even, in other dinosaur lines. I'm just shocked Mattel is not giving us a Coelophysis yet. I'm definitely looking forward to that one when they eventually get around to it. And lastly, why not? Here it is with the Hammond Collection T-Rex. So final thoughts on the Guaibasaurus. A really, really obscure species, and I learned some things new about this dinosaur researching it for this review. So yeah, pretty cool little figure. There's been some leaks of stuff that's come out from Mattel, and they seem to be going really heavy on obscure species, which I'm okay with. I like adding this stuff to my collection. I know a lot of people like the mainline dinosaurs and stuff, but that's what we got the Hammond Collection for. The Hammond Collection might see some of these obscure species from time to time, but mostly that's reserved for the movie stuff. So I'm still happy to pick up these new species in the main line. So that will do it. Like I said at the beginning of the review, I got this off of Amazon. Link is down below in the description if you want to order one for yourself. And I got to order those new PNSO figures, the Zool and their second Yang Tyrannosaurus, third, fourth. I think this is actually technically their fourth one. When those come in, I'll be reviewing those, and any other new Jurassic stuff coming out. Those will be reviewed on the channel. So as always, if you're enjoying the content, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.